Hello, hi everyone. Sorry, I'm just late. We've still got 2 minutes before we start, but I'm late to finalize the setup. In any case, just make yourself comfortable for now. We are not, I'm really sorry, but again, oh man, we're not going to do the chakras today because there's something more important to do right now, and there's a need for releasing burdens, basically. So that's what we're going to do today. So if you want to make yourself comfortable and already start to switch off all thoughts in your mind, preparing yourself for this session, relaxing, I am actually going to step out of the screen for the first time just to go and shut my door. Sorry about that. Just keep relaxing already, getting yourself ready for the session. You can take a couple of deep breaths. Making yourself comfortable. Slowly easing yourself into relaxation already. So today, welcome to this session. Today, as I was saying, we are not going to be doing the series on the chakras. We will do that next week. But today, yes, I know, I keep on saying this, and at the moment it's just not happening. But there is a dear need for today to do a session on releasing burdens. I have not done that for a long time, and this is something that's really deeply needed right now. So that's what we're going to do today. And so, first of all, if you would like to make yourself comfortable, making sure your whole body is relaxed. This session is for you to feel good. This session is for you to relax. This session is for you to release stress. So you need to make sure that everything you do or don't do creates your relaxation, makes you feel calm, relaxes you. But you also have to make sure that nothing causes you stress. So I'm inviting you now to find a comfortable position. To also know that every activity that we do, you can sit out of if you don't feel comfortable with it. Um, and to make sure, if you are in my part of the world, then you need to make sure you have water by your side because it's incredibly hot today. And I am actually doing a session with all windows shut, so I'm going to be dripping soon. So if you hear dripping water, it will not be the meditation sound. Okay, in the meantime, we're just going to start now with thinking of a gratitude, at least one, and then also an intent for the healing, because this session is infused with Reiki Healing. And so that means that whenever we're doing the session, you are also receiving the Reiki. And the Reiki healing helps to bring positivity in every aspect of our life, our body, our mind, our health, reducing stress levels, helping heal issues with our body, bringing positivity in relationships and projects, in your household as well, anything. You can even fix a DVD player or put energy out to fix a DVD player with Reiki if you want to. So really it's about putting positivity in any aspect of your life. And so we're going to start in a gratitude. I am sorry that I'm a bit front backwards at the moment, but the gratitude is about thinking of something that in your week that has just gone has made you feel good in any way. something that brought happiness to you, something that brought you a smile, something that made you feel good inside. So we're now going to take a couple of minutes and you can focus on gratitude and then the intent for the healing. Don't worry, it's okay sometimes to not be able to find something to be grateful for. The whole process of looking for positivity and thinking of positivity is what matters. And it's okay also if your gratitude of last week is the same gratitude again this week. But it's about trying to go beyond the last limits. So, trying to go beyond what we were grateful for last week, or trying to go beyond not feeling that there is anything to be grateful for, or trying to go beyond the 5 or 10 things you were grateful for last week. Yeah? So now you could take a deep breath to begin when you're ready, and then closing your eyes. And then you can focus your mind on a gratitude and your intent for the healing. Okay, now when you're ready, we're going to move on straight into our breathing exercise that we begin with each session. You can shift your body if you feel that you are not fully comfortable. And then I'm going to invite you to let go of the thoughts about your gratitude and the healing intent. And now to focus on your breath. And for this next activity, it is about focusing on your breath as if that was the most important thing in the world. It is about putting your whole mind onto your breath so that nothing else exists around it. You don't exist, your body doesn't exist beyond your breath. Your life doesn't exist, the world doesn't exist beyond your breath. There is no need to change your breath in any way. It is just a matter of focusing your whole attention to it. And so you can start by switching off every thought in your mind. You can switch off the thoughts about this afternoon. You can switch off the thoughts about this year and beyond this year. You can switch off the thoughts about the to-do lists, the shopping lists. You can switch off your thoughts about work. You can switch off the thoughts about the past. Every part of your past can switch off now. Right now, there is just you and your breath that matters. That's it. Relaxing deeper and deeper now. Noticing your breath, the sensations that come with it, what it feels like, what it looks like. Yes, you heard me. What it looks like. And continuing to switch off the thoughts in your mind. Your whole system now calming down. Relaxing. Letting go. Noticing the airflow. Noticing how it feels when the air passes through your nostrils. Just there. Just on that part of your body. The sensations. Bringing your whole mind to that point. Don't worry about the other thoughts. You can go back to them after. But right now, all that matters is the air passing through your nostrils. And then through your nose, feeling the sensations of the airflow through your nose. And then the sensations of the air passing at the back of your throat. Can you feel the air passing there? And then through your windpipes and into your lungs. Can you feel the air passing through there and expanding your lungs as it goes in? On every inhale. And then can you feel your body retracting on every exhale to push the air back out of your system? I don't know if you've ever noticed a softness, a soothing feeling when the air passes through. Try and see if you can feel that. And now we're going to expand on our exercise on breath. I am going to invite you on every exhale to let go of burdens. This is the theme for this session, is letting go of burdens and making our whole system lighter rather. And so on every exhale, now you can let go of burdens. Any burden, anything that you feel is weighing your shoulders down, any stress, any tension, any worry, especially the stress, the tension, and the worries for other people. Those are things you don't need to carry. And so on every exhale, I would like to invite you to push out, not by changing your breath in any way, but just to see that on an exhale, the burdens are invited to leave your whole system with the air that is coming out of you. In a very gentle manner, just respecting your breathing rhythm, not changing it in any way. And on every inhale, you can get that sense of feeling so much lighter for every burden you've let go of. On every exhale, you are letting go of the weight on your shoulder, the weight on your heart, the weight on your chest, the weight in your mind. And on every inhale, you are feeling the lightness, the lightheartedness even, the uplift that comes with letting go of the weight. On every exhale, you are letting go of the burdens, the weight, the worries, the tension, the stress, the pain. And on every inhale, you are feeling the uplift. You are feeling so much lighter for everything that you have let go of. On an exhale, you are letting go of the burdens. And on an inhale, you are feeling the uplift. Right, and now we're going to finish with this activity. And so I'm inviting you now to take a deep breath to finish, to bring your mind back to the space where you are, to open your eyes again, and to sip on some water if you have some. I'm going to do this myself. Now, I don't know if you are aware of this, but our body, mind, and spirit very much work together and are quite strongly connected normally. And so, what happens is whenever it is that we feel a certain way in our mind, then our body is going to translate that as well so that it matches, if that makes sense. So that means that the more you feel burdened in your mind, the more, guess what is your body going to feel? The more burdened it's going to feel. And one of the ways, and that's just a thought that came to me, but one of the ways that the body feels burdened is when we put weight on. And so if you release the burdens in your mind, guess what might happen with your body? Just a thought. No professional knowledge about this. Just a thought that came to me. Right, okay, so now we're going to do the activity we've done in the past if you've been with me before in the library. We're going to walk on a golden path of light and we're going to let our burdens melt away from us because today this is what we are doing. We are letting go of burdens and we are going to go through this the whole session, letting go of burdens, feeling lighter, feeling an uplift. So when you're ready, you can make yourself comfortable again and then closing your eyes and then taking a deep breath. Remember, there is no wrong way to do this. Knowing it's happening is enough. And then you might be able to see what it is I am guiding. But if you don't, or if you see something different, it doesn't matter. Your body and your mind are still healing, and you are still doing a world of good to yourself just by hearing the words. Okay? So now, if you would like to clear your mind and to think of a golden path, a path made of golden healing lights, and with a landscape around that is of your choosing, completely of your choosing, but it needs to be something very simple, very minimalistic, so that it does not take your attention away from the path. And so you can take just a moment now to create the landscape in your mind, to decide where you want that path to be. And then when you are ready, you can start to see yourself walking on that path. And the thing is that that path is made of something that does not even exist on this planet. Incredibly soft and comfortable to walk on. So much that you feel the need to take your shoes off and to start walking barefoot on it. Without socks, nothing, just barefoot. And so you're walking on that path, walking through the beautiful landscape you may have created now. That path is made of healing light, which means that as soon as your foot steps on it, healing light comes to you, heals you, and also anything that you need to let go of from your body, your mind, your soul can melt away through that path and disappear and never come back. And so, as you are walking on that path now, already you can start to feel that everything that you no longer need or want is leaving your system. Just watching it melt down along you and go down to the path at your feet, being absorbed by the path to disappear and never come back. And so you are walking there on that path. Your body feels so comfortable being there. And this is what you're going to be doing all this time. You are going to be walking on that path and you're going to be letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Any weight on your shoulder can slide off of you and be absorbed by that path. As you keep on walking, already your body is starting to stretch upwards. Your chest is expanding forward and your shoulders are going back. Your head is holding up high, higher and higher. Because as the burdens are leaving you, you are starting to feel lighter and lighter. Yes, lighter and lighter. Everything is pouring down from you. Every burden, every stress, every tension, every pain you can give to that path, it is all coming off of you, getting absorbed by that light, by that healing light. Your whole system is feeling so much more relaxed now, but also energized because all these things you are letting go of were actually absorbing all your energy. And so everything is melting away from you. And all that is left in you is happiness, uplift, energy, happiness, joy. Everything that is left in you is happiness, uplift, joy, energy. Your whole body is standing up so much more easily as everything keeps on melting away from you. Everything you no longer need keeps on melting away from you. Any tension, any stress, the burdens, the weight of the burdens coming off of your shoulders. All these responsibilities that you have put on your own back that are not yours. Responsibilities from other people. The hardship other people that you love are going through. Those are not your weights to carry. You can be there for the people you love, but you cannot carry their burdens for them. And so you can let go of these burdens. Stop carrying all these responsibilities for everybody else. Let go of these burdens. Let them pour down and drop down. Let them slide down onto that path and be healed. Feel the uplift. Feel your whole body and your whole mind, how much lighter they are now. Relaxing so much more deeply now. And at the same time, feeling so energized. Feeling the uplift of your chest. Your shoulders lifting. No longer having so much weight on them. Your mind clearing. So much less worry in it. A smile starting to appear on your face. Because your lips now can go up into a smile. They are not weighed down so much. Right. Ever so gently, I am going now to invite you to finish this activity. And ever so softly, to bring your mind back to the space where you are. To take a deep breath to finish. And to open your eyes again and have some water if you wish to. Oh, just taking one moment to check how you are feeling now. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next activity, which is an affirmation activity. And today we're not going to look at anything else with this affirmation activity, but the positive feeling that is carried by the words that we're going to repeat to ourselves, okay? Anything else does not have a place with this activity, and so you can just switch it off. And remembering that when I suggest for thoughts to be switched off or to bring your mind back to the activity and let go of the thoughts you were on, it is a very gentle and soft process. It does not have to be pushed through. It does not have to be a violent effort. It is just about noticing the thoughts or noticing that we are carried away by thoughts, and then simply, oh, okay, so I was thinking that, now I can let go of that and I can come back to what I was doing. It's a very gentle, very easy process. It's not forceful in any way. Okay? So if you would like now to close your eyes again and then taking a deep breath to begin. And the first affirmation is, I feel light. Really experiencing this through your body, through your mind, through your soul. I feel light. I feel light. Really taking the time to absorb the vibration of this positive thought. I feel light. When thinking of the affirmation, you can also think of the feeling that it feels like to feel light. Think about things that feel light to you, like a feather blowing in the wind, the sensation of the uplift of the feather because of the wind. All of these vibrations that are linked with I feel light. I feel light. The next one, I feel happy. I feel happy. Really focusing on the vibration of happiness. What happiness feels like. Again, the uplift, the positivity, the smile, the joy that comes with it. I feel happy. The next one now, I feel uplifted. Really embracing the sensation of your whole system being picked up. I'm so much lighter. I feel uplifted. And now, for the last 2 minutes of this activity, think about either going back to any one of those three affirmations or creating your own positive affirmation now. It can be I feel something or I am. We could have said I am happy, for example. Creating now your own affirmation or focusing on one of the three we've just done again, just for one more moment. And then when you are ready, letting go of any thought, especially letting go of thoughts of affirmation, and then bringing your mind back to where you are. Taking a deep breath to finish, and opening your eyes. Thank you for the wonderful comments. It does bring a smile to my face. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next one that can be a bit tricky because it can actually not be very savory for some people. Basically, we're going to go on a hot air balloon and now I didn't think of the basket, is it called, where we stand, the place that we stand inside of? I'm gonna call it the basket. I'm sorry, I forgot to actually check the vocabulary for this. So I'll call it the hot air balloon basket, and that's the thing that we are standing in. And we are going to start floating up into the air, and we're going to let go of the sandbags one by one. But that can create stress to some people because some people may not like to fly. So you need to decide what you want to do with this activity. Either you can be in the hot air balloon and letting go of the sandbags as you go up, or you can also be the hot air balloon and just float up in the air if you want more freedom to the sensations rather than being in a basket. Or you can also decide that you are actually just standing or seated somewhere and that the sandbags are on top of you and weighing you down, and that you are letting go of the sandbags and feeling lighter but without floating up into the sky. It is whatever you feel most comfortable with. I will be guiding the hot air balloon one, but you can adapt it to whatever it is that feels comfortable to you. And if none of this feels comfortable to you, then you can always go back to the breathing exercise that we started with and simply just focus on your breath throughout this activity. It is up to you. And so now, if you would like to take a deep breath to begin and close your eyes again. And to imagine yourself in a field with hot air balloons everywhere, or seated or relaxing somewhere. And then climbing into the basket of one of the hot air balloons, noticing all the sandbags around it hooked. And then realizing that those sandbags are worries, problems, and burdens that you are carrying on your shoulders. And so as you're standing there now in the basket under the hot air balloon ready to go, I am going to invite you to really mindfully focus on one burden that is linked to one of those sandbags, and then to detach that sandbag and to drop it, knowing that you are letting go of that specific burden, whichever burden it is, just to assign a burden to the bag before you release the bag. And then as you are letting go of the bag, untying it and letting go of it, knowing that you're letting go of that burden and feeling the basket lifting slowly and gently up into the air, because there is one less burden holding it down. One burden that you want to let go of. Going to one of the sandbags at the sides of the basket, knowing that that burden is in that sandbag, dropping it, and feeling the uplift as the hot air balloon is going up a little bit further. And again, going to another sandbag. Assigning it one of the burdens that you're feeling that you are carrying on your shoulders. Untying the sandbag, dropping the sandbag, and now floating much, much higher. So much freer. And you can keep on repeating this as much as you want. Going to another sandbag, assigning it a burden that you want to let go of, and then seeing the burden up. And now knowing that you're so much more at peace within yourself, within your system. And watching the hot air balloon returning to the ground. Safely on the ground, knowing that you're back with your feet on the earth. Feeling completely grounded and completely uplifted. And then taking a deep breath to finish. You can keep your eyes shut. We're going to move on to the love meditation, but first, let me make you laugh for a second. So, most of what I do has to do with mindfulness and doing one thing at a time, therefore. And I was receiving messages on the side in the live feed, and I tried to reply. And basically, I ended up giving the finger to my mom. I got them too mixed up. So I'm sorry, I'm putting that negative energy out. It was all about the thumbs up. Okay, right. So now going back to the love meditation. So if you'd like to close your eyes, if they are. Okay. So hang on. Just before that, I got a message saying I didn't want to land. That's okay to either carry on an activity when I started and I asked to finish it, if because otherwise you're going to end up with at least a good part of your day completely spaced out because you will not have landed back down. Okay. So it's really important to pay attention to how I finish an activity so that then you can finish it in that way. I wouldn't recommend to do any flying activity for too long as well, because again, you could end up being so spaced out. But you need to know that you can go back to these activities anytime that you want. Just make sure if you ever take off from the ground, just make sure you see yourself back coming back down onto the ground. It is so important to feel grounded and connected to the earth. And so after any activity that takes you away from the earth, you need to make sure that you get back to grounding. Okay. So this said, we're going to do the love meditation to finish. So yeah, it is almost working. Creating friction and then applying your hands to your chest just to receive a bit more heat than we already have. And just staying there without thinking of anything. I am not going to ask you to think of love. I'm not going to ask you to think of anything. You can just relax there, just for a moment, letting everything settle. And at any time, you can rub your hands again if you wish to. And for now, just relaxing, letting any thought come to your mind. Just knowing that you're healing your heart right now when you're doing this. And then bringing your hands back down, bringing your mind back to your room or the space where you are. Starting to move your body gently, starting to think about the rest of your day again, about where you are, who you are, what you're going to be doing today. So, in a hope that I may, no, rather, in a risk that I may end up giving the finger to other people in the messages, I am actually going to have to change. That way, I am sure I am not going to be rude to anyone or insulting to anyone. Okay, so I will see you next, and I hope to see you there. And in the meantime, I wish you to have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye.